time to get real about the surging cost of education spending.
Yeah, those words coming from Maryland County executive. He tells Project Baltimore's Chris Papps that Marylanders will suffer if state leaders don't adjust the blueprint for Maryland's future.
The day of reckonings are here.
Harford County Executive Bob Cassilly says Maryland is at a crossroads. What happens in the final weeks of this year's legislative session in Annapolis, he believes, will have a significant and lasting impact on public schools and taxpayers.
Is Harford County going to have to increase taxes?
It's hard to think how you make it through these, historic kind of increases without some big changes in how we operate and what we do.
The historic increases Cassilly is referring to involves new cost projections associated with the blueprint for Maryland's future. He just learned if nothing changes, taxpayers in his county will owe tens of millions of dollars more than previously estimated.
This thing is grossly unaffordable. What we have to do is just cut back on other services that we're providing people.
The blueprint for Maryland's future, passed in 2021, pumps billions of additional state and local tax dollars into public education every year. The law, in part, increases teacher salaries, expands pre-K, and doubles teacher collaboration time. In 2022, the Department of Legislative Services, DLS, released a report projecting blueprint costs for Maryland's 24 local jurisdictions in coming years. In 2025, an updated report was released, and the funding amounts increased statewide by hundreds of millions of dollars every year. In 2022, DLS estimated Harford County would owe $302 million in blueprint funding in 2025. But updated numbers show Harford County now owes $321 million for 2025, a nearly $19 million increase in just one county in 1 year. Over the next 5 years, the new DLS estimates show Harford County taxpayers owe a total of $1.67 billion in blueprint funding, $121 million more than previously projected.
The whole mechanism here that was set up, it just doesn't make any sense. And so, of course, you're going to run into cost overruns.
In an email, DLS told Fox 45 the prior projections were inaccurate due to a combination of factors. First, in 2022, local jurisdictions varied how they funded education. Those differences affected projections in subsequent years. Also, in 2022, Maryland passed a law shifting more of the blueprint funding burden from the state to the counties. Finally, in 2022, according to DLS, the state underestimated the economic impact the COVID pandemic would have on the number of Maryland students living in poverty, which drove up blueprint projections.
There's no better time than now to make sure that we're investing in a world-class public education system here in Maryland.
At a recent press conference in Annapolis,
Now that we're getting a better understanding of how much the blueprint is going to cost,
Project Baltimore asked State Senate President Bill Ferguson about the blueprint's soaring cost projections.
If we want to create a society and where everybody has the opportunity to truly thrive, we have to invest in our public education system to give children a chance to meet their potential.
But this one-size-fits-all, let's just put money bombs out there and scoop up massive amounts of taxpayers' money and throw it at the problem, it's just not a viable solution to this.
With these new cost estimates, Cassilly is calling on lawmakers in Annapolis to adjust the blueprint to ease the burden on local taxpayers. But time is running out. The final day of this year's legislative session is April 7th.
You're impacting taxpayers, you're impacting families, you're impacting local governments at just an unprecedented level. It's time to get real in Annapolis and take a step back and do the right thing.
Cassilly told Fox 45 News he does not yet know what programs could be cut in Harford County as a result of blueprint spending. He said he'll make those decisions when the time comes. And Fox 45 News will continue to keep you updated on school costs and expenditures in our state and how it affects your child's classroom. I'm Chris Papps, and this is Project Baltimore.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.